Hello, I'm Richard.
And I'm Emma.
And this
is Shanghai.
We spent the last 6 days eating, exploring and wandering around the city, and we're going to show you everything we did.
Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see our top tips on Shanghai.
We flew into Shanghai and used the 10-day transit visa.
This gives you 240 hours to spend in China as long as you exit via a different country than the one you arrived from.
This was really easy and you can see our full video on it on our channel.
Oops, I was accidentally filling in the wrong form there. Make sure you print out your forwarding flight information to show the security people, because that was really helpful.
Getting around the city is really easy. You can take the subway pretty much everywhere. It's the largest subway system in the world, and rides are about 30p each.
Taxis are also really cheap, and you can order them using the Alipay app.
The French concession is a calm, leafy area with French-inspired architecture. It's perfect for taking some nice selfies and pictures next to some trees if you're an Instagram person.
We had a nice walk around there on our first day, but I wouldn't describe it as a priority.
Nearby, Fuxing Park is nice for a stroll through, but its absolute highlight must be this peach tart that I got from the Fuxing bakery. Absolutely delicious.
The Bund is a promenade on the Huangpu River. You can go there and watch the boats go by and see the skyscrapers of Pudong.
Probably the best place to see the views is from the Fairmont Peace Hotel. This is an Art Deco hotel that was renovated in 2010 and it's absolutely beautiful.
We went to the Peace Hotel at about 5 PM and sipped some £10 beers until sunset, when we were treated to some beautiful lights. This certainly beat being on the ground level, which looked very stressful.
Near here there's Nanjing Shopping Street, which you might enjoy, but Emma hated and was incredibly crowded. Shanghai Square is a big meeting point for people in Shanghai. It houses the Shanghai Museum. It's got this really cool building. Can you see the handles on the side? It's made to resemble a bronze cooking vessel called a ding. The museum is free, but you do need to reserve online, which we didn't do. So we didn't go in. So look at another YouTube video if you want to see what that looks like.
We did go in Shanghai Historical Museum, however, which is nearby and also free. You don't have to reserve to get in and it's not very crowded, but it does have some lovely exhibits. I personally love the section on fabrics and traditional outfits.
A lot of sections are in English, however some sections, such as the one on modern Shanghai, are completely in Chinese. You'll need a guide or to use your imagination. At the top of the museum there's a rooftop cafe with amazing views over Shanghai and again insanely expensive drinks.
People's Park is also near People's Square, but we didn't spend much time there because it was a billion degrees. There are a lot of older people meeting there, doing Tai Chi, playing Mahjong, and it's a really nice stroll on a less sweaty day.
Emma's looking disappointed here because this is supposed to be a waterfall, although it dried up on the day we were there. There's also loads of cute jagged bridges. Here's Emma to explain why they're jagged.
It's jagged because ghosties can only walk in straight lines. So if you have a ghostie chasing you, go zigzag and it can't catch you.
One of the coolest things we did on this day is something we weren't allowed to film. So we went to the Museum of Communist and Propaganda Art, and it's a really cool museum, but it's quite difficult to find. It's in this random residential block which is next to a bank. You basically have no signposting for this museum whatsoever. You walk into this random residential building, you go up to the 7th floor, and there's the Museum of Propaganda and Communist Art. We couldn't film any of inside, but we did get some cool communist art from the gift shop. Next day we decided to go to the Oriental Pearl TV Tower. This is a huge tower in the middle of Shanghai. Now we've been to loads of different towers recently and I wasn't that keen to go up another one and see another kind of boring view. That was before I learned there was a revolving restaurant at the top. And for £40, you can have a 1.5 hour unlimited buffet lunchtime while revolving around and seeing views across the city. I'd never done a revolving restaurant before, so I thought, hey, let's give this a go. This is our experience.
I would say it's quite chaotic up here, and there's quite a long queue for the restaurant as you come out. It is not a serene sightseeing experience. We'll see when we're sat down for dinner. If this is a little more serene. Although it's buffet style, and I feel like the buffet might be an absolute free-for-all. Let's see. How do you feel about your experience so far?
It's not as VIP as I'd hoped, if I'm honest. But I'm sure once we're inside, it'll be lovely. A word of advice, get here early.
Snakes all the way around there.
I don't know if they've allocated people seating, because they came around the queue and they told us, you know, whether that means 2 people or that's our table number, I'm not sure.
We'll find out in a bit.
You're in here, you're shown to a table, you've got some really quiet children with us, it's not that busy, and it's really nice. There's lots of different sorts of food, it's all real tasty, you can pour your own beers. The head's gone down now, Richard poured half a glass of like sad Singtel. It's really nice when you're in here. It's just waiting outside filled me with dread that it was going to be a drama.
The rotation's causing me a bit of fuss.
Yeah. Is that why you think it's like being on a ship? Yeah, it does. You need to get your head around the fact that you're moving. So if you're queasy, I don't know.
You're moving very slowly, but it's enough to give me a little bit of seasickness or something. Would you recommend this? You got some meats and cheeses, always pleases. Would you recommend this dinner?
I would. It's quite expensive, but you can get snails and lobster and steak. Did you have any steak?
No.
Neither did I. Get a chop though. Yeah, the food's good, I think. I just discovered the salad section. Obviously that was the last choice that I made, but it's really nice.
Here is my controversial opinion. That I would not pay £20 each to come up the tower, but I think the revolving restaurant at £40 each is probably about right. Like, it's not worth coming up the tower if you're not going to come to the restaurant, I don't think.
I don't think so. You know, especially because it's sort of potluck as to the visibility and the weather, because we thought it might be pollution, but it's now raining. So the visibility is somewhat limited. That's fine.
There's also transparent observatory. Oh my god! I'm not sure I love that. Do you want to come sit down with me and we'll have a picture together? Yeah, you want to come? How do you feel about it?
It's just, yeah, it's a great view. I'm enjoying the stormy situation outside. I'm not enjoying the glass floor.
I think that bottle makes it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good addition, I think, to the ticket as well.
That's better than the other observation deck, which is like just too crowded to make for the showing, I think. You're in the first ball.
It's nice. It's much warmer down here. It feels like a lot more like street level.
Do you like your first ball? Shoved it in between her thing. What's happened to your hands, man? Why is the baby in a bucket? Why is the baby in a bucket, Luke?
I guess to keep it still. I don't know.
Are you enjoying the Shanghai historical section?
Yeah, why not?
So hello. What is up with your arm, man? How do you feel about the museum?
It was really big and good models, I think.
Yeah, worth it for like a freebie. So it's like a free little extra, isn't it? It's nice. So on the way back, rather than getting the subway, me and Emma, well, I say me and Emma, I mean me, I have decided that we're going to go to the Bun sightseeing tour instead, which is £10, it was £5 each.
Was it that much?
And it looks completely empty.
Yeah, it's weirdly empty.
I think it's because it's actually quite pricey for what it is. It's like a 10-minute ride.
Oh. At least I don't have to walk though.
It's 50p a minute.
Bloody hell.
And this is what it looks like. You're getting one of these.
I guess I'm going to be at the front, do I?
And it turns around like that. You can get this instead of taking the subway. And it's a multimedia experience.
I would describe that as low effort. But at least I didn't have to walk any further, so it's worth it for that, I suppose.
That was, well, we could have got the subway would have been quicker. We could have just got the subway.
Goodness.
That was pretty much £1 a minute. How do you feel about it?
Like I was robbed, but my feet thanked me because they're souvenirs.
Can you see why it's empty? Yeah, I can see why it's empty now.
I can absolutely see why this place is empty. Like once you've done it once, you would never do it again.
I think even, to be honest, just look at the footage
Yeah,
we
just
got.
watch the video guys, don't bother me.
The next day we headed to Yew Gardens and Bazaar. This is quite Disneylandy. It's got all these shops to look like old-fashioned shops. They're all quite modern and a kind of big gardens at the centre that were founded a long time ago but actually not that old because they were reconstructed.
At the entrance to the calming Zen garden. Do you feel calmed and Zen?
Not yet.
£3 each to get in, isn't it? Yew Garden. It's quite chaotic, isn't it?
We haven't seen any grass yet. Maybe there's a nice big grassy part.
A bit now. Maybe it gets calmer. Extremely disappointed by the wishing wall.
Well, there's a sign that said Dragon Wall, so I just thought, I don't know, it'd be a wall of dragons, but no, it's really not.
Emma wants to give you some advice.
Don't come at a weekend, because it's busy on a weekday, but a weekend is apparently outrageously busy.
Were the gardens worth £3 each?
I guess. I suppose my advice is to come very first thing, or maybe early evening. I don't know what time it's open till. When it's cooler and quieter, Google when that might be and go then.
I mean, even then, it's not the best gardens I've ever been
No,
to.
it's just a garden. It's just like an ambling sort of path of, you know, cute buildings, but it's not a garden in the traditional sense.
We stopped in at Jing'an Temple as well, and it was raining, but still really nice. It's about £5 each to get in, and they've got this 15-ton silver Buddha in a central hall. There's loads of great food in Shanghai, especially in street stalls. I found these buns particularly nice, and I got these near Yew Gardens. Look out for scallion pancakes, which are everywhere and always really nice. Also near Yew Gardens, Emma got some lunch. Have a look at this.
Can you show YouTube what you've got for your lunch?
It's really spicy as well.
You asked them to put spice on it. How are you going to eat that?
I've no idea.
We thought we were really cool discovering this hidden gem dumpling restaurant that we ate at quite a few times, but it turns out it's like basically the China version of McDonald's. They've got 3,500 locations across the country. You can see them making the dumplings fresh though, and we enjoyed it every time we ate there. One night we also went to Found 158. This is a really cool place with a Michael Jackson statue for some reason, and also loads of different restaurants. Unfortunately, a lot of the places seemed closed when we were there, which was a shame. However, it was still a great place to sit down and do the Tokbury's traditional thing on holiday. Have a beer and play Rummy Cub. Right, well done for making it this long into the video. It's the bit we've all been waiting for. Emma's top Shanghai tips.
Here are a few tips for China. Download Alipay or WeChat and attach a credit card before you get there. You will need these to pay for things. Be aware your VPN might not work, because ours didn't. We bought a data package from our Thai phone company, DTAC, around 14 megabytes, 10 days, and it was only about 500 baht. Apple Maps works fairly well in China, but Google Maps absolutely does not. I'd recommend you stay near the metro. We stayed near Nanjing Road West, which was accidentally quite a fancy area, and it was really nice around there. Use Didi for taxi bookings. Its taxis are extremely cheap here, and you can access that via the Alipay app. There can be big queues for events and museums, etc., so try and book ahead. It's very hot in the summer, so come prepared. Learn a few basic words if you can. English is not widely spoken. Google Translate does work though, so download that as an app before you come. You can eat cheaply at local restaurants, £3 to £5 for a really filling meal. There are of course lots of other fancier options if you want a treat as well. There is less polite queuing to get on public transport than in Thailand and Japan. Be aware that there are lots of electric bikes. They will ride on the pavements and they're silent, so keep an eye out for them. Some tickets for attractions and travel are linked to your passport, so remember to carry that with you if you need it.
Right, that's it for our video on Shanghai. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, please like, subscribe, comment, etc, etc, blah 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 blah. Bye.